And Buzz, you got your start literally at the bottom. Let's face it. You worked at junior colleges in Texas. You started as a Division I assistant at Texas Arlington, where really did they like combine jobs to give you the assistant spot, didn't they?
Yeah, it was $100 a week. It was pretty cool. The job paid 4,800, and I was able to live in a dorm room that had been condemned next to the police station on campus. It was a one level dorm that had 4 rooms that for some reason had been condemned. And I was able to live there for $200 a month, which was over half of my take home pay. But it was like maybe 3 blocks from the office. So I didn't need a car, and it worked out great.
Did you go bald like in the next 18 months or anything like that? Maybe that's
no. I don't know if my daughter just turned 19 a couple of weeks ago, and our oldest son, turned 18 yesterday. I'm not sure when this is going to be broadcast, but
next week.
Okay, so you won't say this, so I'll say this, but I was an assistant for 4 years at Colorado State for Dale Layer, who is currently on our staff at Texas A&M, and eventually you were at Colorado State, and that's how you and I became friends.
Yep.
When I was an assistant for Coach at Colorado State, he hired me and didn't know me, and so I was the lowest paid guy on his staff. And after I got married 18 days after Coach hired me. And so 1 calendar year of last place in the Mountain West in year number 1 at Colorado State, my wife became pregnant with our first child. And then immediately thereafter, 3 months later, she got pregnant with our oldest son. So they're almost Irish twins. They were born a year and 2 weeks apart. And so I was getting my hair cut at one of the nice places there in Fort Collins. And I had, good gel at that time, actually gave a tip, used all the right brushes, etc. And I started reading all these books, like how to be a dad, how to go through labor, etc. Just all of the things that you're inundated with on the way to parenthood. Yeah, what to expect when you're expecting. I for sure read that. So I was nervous financially. Like, how is my wife going to be able to stay at home, and how are we going to be able to make it? And should we turn off the cable? Should we get a smaller apartment? How can I save money? So I was getting my hair cut twice a week. And so I just stopped. I shaved my hair, and then we started buying diapers with what was my haircut money. Okay, so fast forward, because nobody wants to hear all of that. It's in our 3rd year at Virginia Tech. That was the first year we went to the NCAA tournament. And I decided I wanted to go on a thank you tour. And what I had realized in year number 3, as it was approaching, we might have a chance to go to the NCAA tournament, was our kids were nervous. Our kids were anxious. Our kids were feeling pressure, like, we've never done this. What if we don't do it? But what if we do it? And so I went to Claire's at the mall in Christiansburg, which is the neighboring town of Blacksburg. And I bought those little mirrors that your daughter played with when she was learning how to put on makeup.
Yeah.
So I bought everybody a mirror and gave it to them and said, here's a little hook, and I want you to carry it on your backpack. And I want you to carry the mirror everywhere you go. And anytime I say, hey, guys, go get your mirror, I want you to be able to have it in 2 or 3 minutes. And we would open the mirror and obviously see the reflection of ourselves. And I wanted it to be a sign. Remember that there's so many people that have helped us have this opportunity, and how the mirror, if we could show it towards our mom or towards our high school coach, like, we want to reflect them. And it was just maybe a way of easing the pressure that I began to feel that they were trying to process and didn't know. So as the days kept going and the weeks kept going, I kept giving different people opportunities to say, who would your mirror reflect today? Who do you want your mirror to reflect today? So when the season was over, we went and did a thank you tour. Everybody on our staff went and saw every single parent
And this is
on our
brilliant,
team.
by the way. This is brilliant. Tell us about this. Tell us about this.
Yeah, nobody's ever asked me. And I honestly, to be honest, Coach, I don't know why I'm even talking about it, because I've tried not to make it public, but maybe it's just because I'm comfortable with you as a coach. So we go, this is during a recruiting period. It has to be during a recruiting period. So we're going to recruit today, Wednesday, and then we're trying to figure out how Wednesday night we can see one of the parents on our current team. And then on Thursday, how can we start the day seeing another parent on our team, and then run around and recruit all day that day wherever that particular parent is. And so it became real cumbersome relative to the itineraries. We were able to do it, and I gave each parent a highlighter. And on the highlighter, it said, thanks for being a reflection of who we want to be.
I love it.
And we would take a picture at each stop with the parent and all of us holding a highlighter, and then send it to their son who was on our campus. And it was just a way to try to explain, like, how to have a grateful heart, how to be thankful, how to realize it's never going to be about you. It's always going to be about a lot of people helping you. And so when we were doing that tour, like, it was so good, but it was so exhausting. It was the first time Virginia Tech had been to the NCAA tournament in a while. I know they're about to go again. And Coach Young's, like, as you know, he's a genius, as almost a savant as an offensive coach. But when we got back in May, I just quit shaving my hair. And my daughter, who I call Sissy because I'm from the country, she sees me a couple of weeks later and she's like, Dad, why haven't you cut your hair? And I'm like, well, Sissy, the tour's over and I don't have to go speak anywhere and I can't go recruit. So I don't know. I just haven't paid any attention to it. And she goes, well, I didn't even know you had hair. And she's 16 at the time. And I said, Sissy, you know I have hair. And she goes, no, I've never seen you with hair. And it was literally in that conversation. I was in the office and she had happened to stop by after school. And I said, I guess that's right. And she goes, I thought you were bald. And I said, no, I actually started cutting my hair so that Mom and I could, like, get ahead before you were born and buy diapers. I said, hey, I'll tell you what, I'll grow my hair out over the summer and we'll take a picture just so you know that I have hair. And then I'll cut it off before the season starts. Well, I never did. And so I know that I'm losing my hair now and I'm balding. And that was a few years ago. But that's kind of how the hair story started.
Isn't that an amazing, amazing circle?